Hello everyone, this is Akshata Patil here to give presentation for Avishkar Project Competition 2020 on a topic Automate Traffic Management for Emergency Vehicle, and our project ID is Project Gen 10. So basically traffic congestion, it is a now major issue faced by the urban people or in our country. So there is a need for a traffic congestion. As we know, there are many lives gone on the road just because of a traffic congestion. This is the flow of the presentation, that is introduction, abstract, objective, methodology, list of hardware and software used, results and conclusion, societal relevances, conclusion and future scope, commercialization of the project and the target users. So coming to the introduction, traffic congestion, it is a condition which is characterized by slowing the speed of the vehicles, longer the trip time, and increase the vehicular queuing. India is the one of the fastest growing economy in the world. The average income of the Indian is growing and thereby the number of privately owned vehicles are rising. Due to rapid urbanization, there is a need for implementing an effective traffic control system to avoid heavy traffic congestion and also to make a better solution for emergency vehicle traffic clearance. Coming to the abstract, so, as we discussed in introduction, there is a need for implementing an effective traffic control system to avoid a heavy traffic congestion and which will give the effective solution for traffic clearance of an emergency vehicle. So here in this work, we used Diksha's algorithm to find the shortest path for emergency vehicle along with RFID and embedded technology to control the traffic signal. So coming to the objective, the main objective of this work is to facilitate the shortest path for early reach of an emergency vehicle to its destination. Next is the methodology. So this is the flowchart of a methodology, which is first one you have emergency vehicle with RFID tag, then Dijkstra's shortest path algorithm, then RFID tag reader. If there is a traffic, then RFID tag turns on the green signal for a particular lane on which the emergency vehicle has to pass. If there is no traffic, the normal function is done. So this is how it works in the methodology. Initially, the emergency vehicle is facilitated with the RFID tag. Once the emergency vehicle location is detected by the GPS, the Dijkstra's algorithm is applied to find the shortest path to earliest reach of emergency vehicle to its destination. Once the emergency vehicle follow that path, the RFID reader, which is fixed at the signal, it reads the RFID tag and turns the green signal for passes of emergency vehicle, and then an emergency vehicle will pass to its destination. So here for this automation of traffic signal, we have used a radio frequency identification, that is RFID tag. The tag is fixed inside the emergency vehicle and reader is at the traffic signal. So basically, RFID tag is an object that can be applied or incorporated into a product, animal, person for the purpose of identification using radio waves. There are two types of RFID tags are present. First one is the passive, another one is the active. Passive, where the RFID tags are powered by the energy from the RFID readers interpreting radio waves. In active tags, the RFID tags are powered by a battery and thus this can be read at the greater range from the RFID reader up to hundreds of meters. So RFID tags are frequently used for merchant but can also be used to track vehicles, pets, and even patients with Alzheimer's disease. An RFID tag may also be called as an RFID chip. Next, there are mainly three components of RFID tags. First one is a RFID reader. Next we have RFID antenna, and then RFID transponder or a tag. So this is the RFID reader and tag we have used in this project. This is the RC522 RFID tag chip, reader chip, and this is the tag. This is the tag. So this is RFID reader, this is RFID tag, and this red one is the RFID antenna. So The reader tags provide the information to reader, and reader will capture the information based on this RFID antenna, which coming means the this tag will come in the range of this RFID reader. To find the shortest path, we use Diksha's algorithm. Diksha's algorithm is the one which will find the shortest path between the nodes in the graph. And here the graph is the road network, and it is convinced by Inser V. Dijkstra in 1956, and it is published in a letter by 3 years. There are many applications of Dijkstra's algorithm, such as it is used to finding the shortest path. It is used in the geographical maps to find the location of map which refers to vertices of graph. Distance between the location refers to edges. It is used in the IP routing to find open shortest path first. It is used in the telephone network, and also it is called as the A algorithm. So basically there are 5 test steps involved to find the shortest path using Dijkstra's algorithm. So initial step, here the algorithm starts and it will define the node for the graph. Once the nodes are defined, the next step is to fix the distance from source to destination. Next, the distance from each node, each vertices is calculated without missing a single vertices, and then the final is the finishing up, which will ended with the finding of the shortest path. So here the list of hardware and software we have used for this particular project. We used the Arduino Uno, then we used RC522 RFID reader and RFID tag, which will having the frequency of 15.56 megahertz and it will read up to the distance of 5 centimeter. Then we have 12-volt adapter. Then we have LED red, yellow, green for a traffic signal. Then we used a 3D printed traffic signal pole and connecting wires. We use two softwares, mainly Python and Exam. Python is run the Dijkstra's algorithm, and Exam, it is a local host to create the local host server to save the output of this Dijkstra's algorithm on a website. So this is the result of Python project, which this is the road network we have assumed. A is the source and D is the destination, and our emergency vehicle travel to this road network. Using the algorithm, we find out that ABCD is the shortest path to reach the destination D, and the cost is a 5. Here 5 means 5 kilometer. So this is how it will appear in the driver's browser of the output of the algorithm once the location of the emergency vehicle is detected. Then next, this is the proposed demo for our model. Here we have home, then we have here emergency vehicle, then we have here RFID reader. Inside this we have RFID tag. Here near the signal we have fixed this RFID reader. Then next, emergency vehicle. Once it comes near this reader will read the tag, and this signal turns on green and emergency vehicle passes through this way to the hospital. Societal relevances. In order to achieve traffic control, to provide clearance for any emergency vehicle, and to shorten its travel time and path, this system can be adopted for any real-time emergency vehicles, helps to save the human lives. Conclusion. Dijkstra's algorithm helps to find the shortest path for an emergency vehicle, which saves the travel time of an emergency vehicle. Along with that, we have automated traffic signal control based on RFID, which will manually less the efforts of a part of policeman, which is saved as the entire traffic system is automated. Future scope. With the help of a Google Map, it's very easy to detect emergency vehicle and find the shortest path using Dijkstra's algorithm. So, commercialization of the product and target users. As this system is easy to implement and cost involved is also less, this system can be adopted for traffic clearance for any emergency vehicle in urban areas. This system can be used as a part of intelligent transportation system in smart city project. So, thank you.
So this is our model, then we have prepared for the demo purpose. This is home and this is the emergency vehicle. This is the RFID reader. The frequency of the RFID reader is 15.56 MHz and it can read up to 5 cm. It has a LED which will blink when it sends the RFID tag. This is a signal which is working normally. This is Arduino UNO that we have used to control the signal operation. This is entire road structure. And this is the destination. Now, whenever there is an emergency, the location of the emergency vehicle will be detected through GPS. And we have designed a website using localhost for the demo purpose. Now, once the location of the emergency vehicle is detected, then the shortest path for the nearby hospital in case of ambulance or fire station in case of any fire accident will be detected using this Dijkstra's algorithm. So like this, the Dijkstra's algorithm will find out the shortest path. Once the shortest path is found, then the shortest route to reach the destination will be sent to the driver to his browser window. And once the driver knows the shortest route, he will start driving. So the emergency vehicle will be attached with the RFID tag. So here this blue color attached to this ambulance is the RFID tag. So once the emergency vehicle reach here, the RFID reader will sense this RFID tag and the signal will turn to green for the emergency vehicle. Until the emergency vehicle cross this particular circle, the signal will remain green, and once the emergency vehicle cross this signal, then the signal will operate normally. So if the RFID tag is valid, then only the signal will turn to green. This is the RFID tag. So if the RFID tag is valid, then the signal will turn to green. If the RFID tag is invalid, the signal won't change. Now the emergency vehicle will move along the path, the shortest path that have been calculated using the Dijkstra's algorithm to reach the destination. So that's how the entire system works. The shortest path can be calculated by adding the distances. Here, if you see manually, the distance from point A to point B is 1 kilometer, and then from point B to point C is 1 kilometer. Then from point B to point D it is 5 kilometer, and then from point A to point C, it is 3 kilometers. So if we see manually, the shortest path is from A to B, and then from B to C, and then from C to the destination point. So this work is done by Dijkstra's algorithm that have been developed. So like that, the Dijkstra's algorithm will calculate the shortest path, and that shortest path will be sent to the driver as a message, so that he can go through that shortest path to reach the destination in the minimum time. By reaching the destination in the minimum time, we can prevent losses. Like in case of emergency ambulance, a person's life can be saved if we reach the hospital very early. And in case of very fire accident, if we reach the place where the fire has been caught, then we can reduce the losses that can happen. So like this project, it will calculate the shortest path, and then it clears the traffic for the emergency vehicles to move in the traffic, and it helps to reach the emergency vehicles to reach the destination in the minimum time.